Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel on a very stormy night where I am anyway. The wind's howling outside and it's raining quite hard. Anyway, hope you're all well. So we're going to have an interesting scent war, as is part of what I do on my channel. Now, a word of note. These particular scents, fragrances, if you will, perfumes, they are travel size. Now, the point is, these were from the recent unboxings of the various advent calendars that I did. So Harrods, Liberty, Soap and Glory. Now, if you want to know what some of them smell like, from my opinion, carry on watching the video and we'll have a lot of fun. If you don't want to know what these scents smell like, stop watching the video right now, because I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so those of you who are still with me, who want to know what they smell like, let's go. So what we've got then is we have two from Soap and Glory, and you'll remember the advent calendar that I did the unboxing for. So these two are they're different. They're different because it's not a spray as such. What it is, they're like a, I suppose it's like they work in the same way as a roll-on deodorant. So rather than spraying it on the pulse points, you actually roll it on, which is interesting. So these two are I've got two here from Soap and Glory. This one is called Berry Bright. I'll come back to that one. And this one is called Original Pink. So they were both from the Soap and Glory. Okay. This one is the exclusive eau de parfum that was in the Harrods advent calendar, if you remember when I unboxed that. So that's a Harrods one. Okay. The next one, these next three are from the Liberty calendar. So we have let's see, we have Blue Talisman. These are all fairly new scents, by the way. We have Viraire. This is called the 6th. That's also from Liberty. And last but not least, this was the most interesting one, at least I thought it was. This is called I Don't Know What, and it's from Liberty. And the interesting part of this particular one is it's not your usual eau de parfum. It's more of an oil. And the interesting thing is, you don't have an actual smell of any significance with it. It's completely neutral, and I'll explain why in a moment. It's an interesting thing, interesting concept. So we're going to start with the Soap and Glory. And I'm going to put those Soap and Glory up against the Harrods. So the first one I'm going to try is, this one is called Berry Bright. So I'm going to just roll a bit on the back of my hand here. There we are. Right. I'm pretty sure that's raspberry. It's not It's not an overpowering scent. It's not a very strong scent, because I don't think it's designed to be. It's subtle. It's very nice. It's subtle, and it smells like raspberry to me. So it's very bright. Okay. It's quite a nice one, but it's not overpowering, like Poison. If you remember in years gone by how powerful that perfume was, for, you know, it hit the back of your throat so much, and almost made you choke. You know, it's nothing like that. That's at all. You know, it's there. It's pleasant, but it's there's enough to notice, but also it doesn't repel you. That's my take from that. So I think it's designed to be subtly in the background, but you know, you can smell it occasionally, but perhaps when you get up and walk around. So it's a nice subtle sort of smell, very pleasant, not overpowering. Okay. So we're going to try that one. We'll try the other one in a moment. So this is Harrods, the exclusive one. The only thing with this one, I couldn't find any information regarding what it smells like. So I'm just gonna sort of wing this one and try and use my nose to point myself in the right direction. So I'm going to spray it. It's on the back of my hand here. There we go. Let's give it a minute just to settle, and we'll see if I can identify. Right, straight away, I haven't even put my nose near there. It's much stronger. It's a much stronger scent. Straight away, it's musky, and that's without even putting my nose there. So a different sort of scent. This one is designed to be noticed. Okay, we've got heavy musk. What else have we got? There's the slightest hint of wood. It's woody, musky and woody. Yeah, it's an odd scent, and it's very noticeable, because even before I put the back of my hand to my nose, I could smell it. So it's designed to be noticed. If you wear this, obviously you'd put it on your pulse points, and it's designed to be noticed. Very, very different from the Soap and Glory. Very different. I would say it's a typical upmarket perfume, Harrods. So it's designed to be noticed. It's in their advent calendar, as I say, and it's called. Let's see if I can get the name here. Uruk Chronicles. Yeah, so it's called Uruk Chronicles, and it's exclusive to Harrods. And the difference, as I say, is it's designed to be noticed. That's the take I get with that. Now, would I, if I was a woman, would I want to wear it? I'm on the fence. It's not fresh, it's not fruity, it's not flowery, it's musky and woody. That's, yeah, I wouldn't, personally, I would say no. I don't think I'd recommend that. It's not that nice. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. It's not a nice smell. I mean, it's musky and woody, but it's not. It's not really. There's nothing else there, so it's not. Yeah, I think Harrods can keep that. Sorry, it's just my opinion, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it on that one. Right, so that's out of the two so far. Soap and Glory wins that hands down. It's a lovely scent. This one was Berry Bright. Yeah, Berry Bright wins that so far. It's a nice scent that. It's not as strong as the Harrods scent, but it's a nicer, it's yeah, it's subtle and it's nice. It's pleasant to smell. The Harrods one, nah. Right, so this one again is by Soap and Glory. As I say, it featured in the calendar, the advent calendar, and this is original pink. So we're gonna try this one. Oh, right. I think it's pink. I think it's pink grapefruit. Yeah, it certainly smells like it. It's pink grapefruit. So let's just put that on the back of my hand. Just roll it on there. That's nice. Yeah, it's pink grapefruit. It's really nice. Yeah, again, that's really, really nice. Would I recommend that? Yes, I would. It's really it's subtle, like the other one that I talked about just now. Again, it's completely different from the Harrods perfume there. It's designed to be subtle in the background, but you notice it. You have a pleasant waft of it when you get up and walk around. In a similar vein that CK Into You for men, the fragrance I wear, has the same effect. It's not strong, it's subtle, but it's a gorgeous smell. It's in the background, and it's nice to be around. It's a nice smell to be around. You know, yeah, that's pink grapefruit. Yes, I would recommend it. That's really nice. Over the Harrods. Yeah, definitely. Don't buy the Harrods. Don't waste your money. Soap and Glory. Those two, very nice. Now we're going to move on to the Liberty. So we've got, this one's called Blue Talisman. I always get this wrong. Nihilu, I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, if you know how to pronounce it, let me know. But I think I got it right. Anyway, it's Blue Talisman Eau de Parfum, and these are all these are travel sizes, by the way. So we're going to try this now. Blue Talisman, we've got. It says we've got ginger, musk, and amber. So that's what we're going to look out for. So I'll just put it on the back of my hand. I'll put it on the back of my other hand, actually. So I can compare the two. Now, normally with the scent wall, I spray them into the air. With these, they're quite sensitive, so I don't want to get anything in my eyes this time. That's why I'm not spraying them in the air. I'm spraying them on the back of my hand. The effect is the same, but they're very, very fine sprays, and if it gets in my eyes, it would hurt. So I'm not, because you don't spray it in the air anyway. You spray it on the pulse points. So on this particular occasion, it's not going to be sprayed in the air. For my own safety, I'm spraying it on the back of my hand, and it's easier to smell on the back of my hand as well. That's the reason, because I know you're used to seeing me spraying them in the air, but that's the reason. It's just for my own safety. And that is really nice, actually. You can smell the amber. It's nice. You can smell the ginger. That's really nice as well. There's a hint of musk, but it's not overpowering. That's really nice. So that's called Blue Talisman. It's by Liberty. I mean, compared to some of their other fragrances that I've smelt, I think the exception was Faces of Francis. That's probably my favourite, one of my favourites, right up there with Soldiers in Hero, number 39. But Blue Talisman, I think, is really nice. Ginger, amber, and musk. It's a close call against the Soap and Glory, I can tell you that. I would recommend both, actually. Yeah, I would recommend both. Blue Talisman, really nice. It's features in the Liberty calendar, as I say. Yeah, I would recommend that. It's really nice. Blue Talisman. Right, this next one is called The Sixth. This is by Liberty again. With this one, we're looking for angelica root, patchouli, cedarwood, apple, and peppermint. So, let's have a look. It's Vireo. So we're going to spray that next to. That's really nice. That Blue Talisman is really nice. I'd recommend buying that. Oh, that's interesting. Right, so straight away the cedarwood comes through, and the apple. The slightest hint of peppermint, but it mixes very, very well. I mean, the peppermint's designed just to sit there. That's at the bottom note of peppermint. That's just designed to sit there. But the ones that come through, the angelica root again is there, but it's the tiniest amount. The patchouli, cedarwood in the middle. Yeah, that comes through nicely, and it all blends very nicely together as well. The apple, the slightest hint of peppermint. Yeah, but it's not too strong. It's very pleasant. Yeah, well done, Liberty. Good scent. I like that one. Would I recommend it? Yes. It's called The Sixth, and it's by Liberty Vireo. I'd recommend that. So The Sixth, better than Harrods, hands down. Much better. Yeah. Don't bother with the Harrods. It's horrible scent. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. Liberties are really nice this time round, because I've smelt some really foul Liberty scents, but these are really nice. So far, they're all at a pretty even keel. I'd recommend them all. I have got a favourite, which I'll tell you about at the end. The last one. This is the interesting one. This is called I Don't Know What. Now, the take on this is, it's called I Don't Know What. It's a play on words. I don't know what means I don't know what I'm going to wear it with. Is what they're getting at. What it means is it's a completely neutral scent. It doesn't actually smell of anything. But if you're wearing one of your Liberty scents, and you put just a little bit of this on, it just heightens the fragrance a little bit more. That's why it's called I Don't Know What. I'll just show you the difference from the normal spray and deodorant. It's a drop. It's a dropper. You just drop it on. If you get what I mean. So you just literally drop it on. So you just drop it onto the end. And yeah, because the scent's neutral, but its purpose is to enhance another scent. That's its purpose. And I think I love the name of it. I don't know what it's. So if you were going to get any of these scents from Liberty, this is DS and Durga. If you're going to get any of these scents, use this with it because it heightens it. It just lifts it up and adds a little bit extra to it. And it's a good play on words. I don't know what. I really like that. So get this. I recommend it because it lifts it up. It heightens the scent. It's quite clever actually. Quite clever. So that was the Liberty. Now I do have a favourite, and it's not what you think. Well, my least favourite is Harrods. That's my least favourite. My favourite it's not the Soap and Glory either. My favourite is actually Blue Talisman by Liberty. That's my favourite one. Because the ginger and the amber are a nice and a nice warm fragrance. I would say it's I mean it is a winter fragrance obviously because it's in the Advent calendar. So it's designed to be worn in the winter, but it's nice. It's warm. It's not too powerful. It's just nice and subtle. You know it's there. Like I was saying with the CK with the Calvin Klein fragrance. You know it's there. It's a really nice smell, but it's not in the same league as Poison. You know, because Poison, if you remember, I'm using that as an example because if you can remember what Poison smelled like, it's horrible. It gets you in the back of the throat. It's horrible. I think Poison's worn by people who just want to be noticed. End of story. It is. It's foul. Same as the Harrods. Horrible smell. I don't recommend that at all. But yeah, Blue Talisman was my favourite scent from Liberty. Highly recommend getting that. Really nice scent. And it's not. Well, you can still smell the Harrods actually there, but the Soap and Glory, you can smell each scent. They also mix well together. It's an interesting formula. They actually mix well together. They're not horrible together. They're very nice. So yeah, Blue Talisman, my favourite. I would recommend. Don't get Harrods, but I would recommend Soap and Glories. They're very nice, both of those. So just to recap, in case browsing or watching the video turned to buying, through my recommendation, this one was Berry Bright. That one there. So that's really nice. And don't forget these are roll on as opposed to spray. And you put them on the pulse points. I'm sure you know where the pulse points are. So that was that one. The other one was the Pink Grapefruit. Again by Soap and Glory. And again that was a roll rather than a spray. Okay, that's those two. Very nice. I'd highly recommend getting either of those. Very nice. Then yeah, forget the Harrods. No, Harrods was horrible. Yuck. No, horrible. So my favourite, Blue Talisman. Yes, I would highly recommend getting that. The Sixth, yes, by Liberty. Highly recommend that. It's very nice. And don't forget, I don't know what. Adds just a little bit to the fragrance to enhance it. Yeah, it's a nice play on words that. I don't know what I'm going to use it with, so which fragrance. It's a very clever play on words. So get that with whatever Liberty perfume you happen to get. It might even work with the Soap and Glory. And do you know what? Now I've thought of doing that, let me just try it with the Soap and Glory because I've still got it on my hand. So let me just try it to see what it does. So we know that it enhances it. Let's have a go. So it's on the back of my hand already. So I'm just going to give it a go. Wow. It actually does what it says on the tin. It does. Yeah, it lifts it. It lifts the scent. Wow, that's impressive. because it's just a neutral scent. It doesn't actually smell of anything particularly. Wow, that actually works. It actually works. Bravo, Liberty. Yeah, it actually works. Get that. I recommend getting that. I just wanted to try that off the cuff. It works. It works. So yeah, great. There you have it. I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So I'd recommend all but the Harrods. Don't get the Harrods. Nah. Horrible smell. But the rest, yes. So Blue Talisman, my favourite. The 6th, and what was the other one I said? Oh yeah, and don't forget to add I don't know what. Okay, that's the end of this particular video, this particular scent war. Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for more coming soon. I will be doing another unboxing sometime this coming week. Don't know when yet, but I'll keep you updated on the homepage. And look out for more Disney magic. That's coming your way. And in the meantime, until I see you all again, have a lovely, lovely evening. Be kind to everyone you meet. Kindness always repays kindness. It does work. I put a video up on the community area. If you scroll down, you'll see there is actually a video showing kindness being repaid with kindness. Have a look, because it's a cool video. Okay, anyway, have a grand evening, a magical evening wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.